What's going on? Big Bad. Welcome in. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Look, come on in. Come on in. This is for everybody. Come on in. I see you on YouTube. Come on in. Give the thumbs up on YouTube. Tap the screen on TikTok. Share, comment. Let me know where you are tuning in right now. Type it in the chat. Letting me know what city, what state, what country you are representing right now. Out here, I'm gonna do my part in the whole sharing. Okay, so I'm gonna do mine. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna make sure that I do what I'm asking y'all to do. So go ahead and share, like, thumbs up on YouTube, subscribe if you have not subscribed yet, um, and then also repost here on TikTok. That would be awesome. I know sometimes people are not following and you're just tuning in. That's fine. You can always repost. I always go through and I repost people's stuff when I go on their live streams. What's going on, Duplantis? I see you. Welcome in. Happy Tuesday. But yeah, I'm a real big reposter. I do it all the time to make sure that people have the information because even if I don't stay the whole time, then at least, someone else to be able to get it. So there's that. Listen, tonight here in the US, there's a deadline. And so instead of doing what I was going to do for the live, we're going to talk about breakouts. We're going to talk about being trapped in the market. We're going to talk about bull traps. All things. G-Rod, welcome in. Happy Tuesday. We're going to talk about those things because there's always something in the market that can happen that could potentially prevent us from making more money or causing us to lose more money than we anticipated losing. And so with this Iran deadline, y'all, this is one of those times where you need to make sure that you are on your stuff. Wade, welcome in. I see you. Pete, welcome in. I see you. Happy Tuesday. Gone Fishing, welcome in. Happy Tuesday. So if you cannot say the entire time, y'all, I am on YouTube right now. So you can tune in on YouTube as well. Okay. So I'm doing my part. I'm sharing, just like I asked everybody else to do. And then repost y'all if you can. That would be great. Repost, 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 as well as tapping the screen, liking the live, letting me know where you're tuning in from. Commenting YouTube, you can comment and let me know where you're tuning in from. TikTok, you can comment and let me know where you're tuning in from. I see you, Broda. I see you, Chitty. Boom. What's going on, y'all? Welcome in. Happy Tuesday. So listen, I'm going to be sharing my screen as well. But y'all know here in the United States, there is a deadline for Iran, and it's a whole bunch of stuff. I'm not going to get into that. I'm going to just talk about how this stuff is impacting us as investors, and we're going to look at charts, okay, to help us to identify if we're getting trapped into a breakout or if it is legit. So yeah, that's it. Gregory, welcome in. The wealth, true wealth fit. My bad. Welcome in. Happy Tuesday. So let's go ahead and get started. I want to say something before I do all of this and share my charts and stuff. Y'all share, 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 repost, repost, repost. Tap the screen, thumbs up on YouTube, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell if you have not done it yet on YouTube. So this is Crypto 101, y'all. Welcome in, Roy. I see you. Happy Tuesday. This Crypto 101. This is where I pretty much communicate with beginners, people who are curious about cryptocurrency, meaning they have not put a dime into the market yet, or you have put some money into the cryptocurrency market, but you are very new. You need help on understanding what to do, how to move forward. And one of those ways is to help us to look at these charts so that we know we're looking for. Okay, we have an idea of what we're looking at, and we know what we're looking for. Welcome in. I see you, Susie. User 260 and all those other numbers. D Smooth, welcome in. Happy Tuesday, y'all. Tap the screen, tap. Thumbs up on YouTube as well as share, repost, comment. Let me know where you all are tuning in from. Okay, so that way I can give you a shout out. All right, so tonight what I'm going to do is I'm going to do my best at answering a question that can actually save you a lot of money. Okay. So if you're sitting here wondering what is going on with cryptocurrency specifically, I'm going to use Bitcoin as a guide because that's what I do. as an investor in the cryptocurrency market, and also I trade Bitcoin. So I want to use Bitcoin as a guide for everything. JJ, what's going in? What's going on? Welcome in. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Okay. So that question is for some people when they look at stuff in price, they hear about price movement. Sparky, welcome in. D Smooth, welcome back in. When people talk about price movement, sometimes they're wondering, like, okay, so was that like a real move? Like, is it going to keep going up? Is it going to keep going down? Or is it a trap? It is going well, JJ. Welcome in. Okay. So, pretty much in this market, thank you, Wade, for liking the live. Y'all help Wade out. Tap, tap, tap with Wade. Don't let Wade do it by himself, y'all. The more of y'all that tap, share, repost, all of those things, the more I can help. Okay. Y'all don't tap and read and repost and share and things of that nature. Then I just say, you know what? I'll dip out. Because I could just be with my family. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know how to invest already. I know how to trade already. So I could just spend that time with my family instead of coming on here for an hour and a half, 2 hours, and it's free to save you money, free to help you make money. Once you do your own research and due diligence. Okay. So what I want people to know is here in this particular market, talking about cryptocurrency as a guide, but a lot of this stuff you can use in any market. It doesn't matter. Okay. But specifically talking about the cryptocurrency market, not every breakout is real. It's not going to continue to go up. It's not going to continue to go down. Okay. So this is what we want to be able to identify the difference between the two. So that way, as a beginner, as a person that's curious about this market, you're not losing as much money as a person like myself when I first came in and not knowing what I was doing and selling my Bitcoin when I shouldn't have even sold it at all. Jermaine, welcome in. Enoch, welcome in. Fu, I'm just going to say that. Welcome in. Happy Tuesday. Elaine, I see you. Welcome in. Happy Tuesday. Okay. So what I want to do for y'all on YouTube and on TikTok, what I want to do is ask a question. If y'all can, type in the chat. That would be great. If you can't because you're driving or at work, y'all please be careful, be safe. Don't get fired from your job to type on social media, okay? Thank you so very much for continuing to like the live. Y'all help JJ and Wade out by tapping the screen. Y'all got it to 1K. Good job. Good job. Let's keep it going. E-Hits, welcome in. Sammy, welcome in. Happy Tuesday, y'all, okay? So question for everybody right now, if you can answer, I really would love for you to be able to answer by typing it in the chat. If you're watching a replay on YouTube, that's Prosperity Calls YouTube. If you're watching a replay, then you can type it in the comments and I'll respond back to you, okay? So when you see or hear about price moving up, when I'm using Bitcoin again as an example, y'all, this can apply to anything, but I'm just going to use Bitcoin as an example, okay? So when you hear about or you see Bitcoin price like shoots up, okay, what do you usually think? I want you to type it in the chat. Give me the number one if you're like, oh yeah, it's about to go higher, right? Put the number one in the chat. If when you see or hear Bitcoin's price has pushed up massively, like super fast, it's gone up. Do you number one think like, oh yeah, it's about to keep going, it's gonna keep going higher, right? Put the number one in the chat if that's what you think. Emma, welcome in. Nail Page, welcome in. Supreme, welcome in. I don't care. Welcome in. Happy Tuesday, y'all. Okay. Put the number two in the chat if you're like, man, I should start buying right now. Price is shooting up. I need to start buying right now. Put the number two in the chat if that's what you think when you see that price has immediately just jumped up like real fast. Okay, put the number two in the chat. John J, welcome in. Johan, welcome in. I see you. Furniture City, Luxurious, Toronto, Black Lion Media, welcome in. Dream, welcome in. Happy Tuesday, y'all. Okay, put the number three in the chat if you like. You know what? I don't know. I think I'm gonna wait. Put the number three in the chat if you like. I don't know. I'm gonna wait. Tina, welcome in. Happy Tuesday. So I'm talking about if you see price just push up, okay? And I'm using Bitcoin as an example. All right. I see you. I see you. Put the number three in the chat if you're like, you know what? I think I'm gonna just wait. Okay. Three in the chat if you're gonna wait. Put the number four in the chat if you like, man, I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. So I don't do anything. I don't know. Put the number 4 in the chat if when you see or hear Bitcoin prices just shot up out of nowhere, like it just, okay, skyrocketed. All right. Put the number 4 in the chat if you're like, I don't know what to do. I end up hesitating and I just don't do anything. I just sit there and be like, I don't know. Put the number 4 in the chat if that's you. Okay. So I see who was it? He said I tiptoe a few dollars to test the waters. Ain't nothing wrong with that. If that's what you feel you need to do or can do, then run it. Okay. So the reason why I'm asking this is because everyone has their own reasoning behind why they buy into the cryptocurrency market, specific cryptocurrencies, but also why they sell. Okay, and at what times they sell, they have their own reasoning behind it. Now, for my people who may say, you know what, I don't really know what I'm doing yet. It's okay. All right. This is one of those safe spaces. That's why Crypto 101 is being done by me. JJ said I'm scared, but I feel like one sometimes dollar cost average. Yeah, you got a dollar cost average, y'all. Jeffrey, welcome in. Happy Tuesday. And if you don't know what that is, we'll go over that again in a minute. Okay. So pretty much for any one of you that has just joined this Crypto 101, this is your first time here, welcome. Hopefully this is not your last time. Hopefully you like feel the vibe, you understand, you learn something new, you want to learn more, and then you come back, okay? Grant, welcome in. I see you. Happy Tuesday. Same thing with you. Oh man, it went away. But yeah, so over the last few sessions, so it's been about 3 weeks actually. I've been pretty much breaking things down. So we talked about market structure, or yeah, I see. Yes, sir. I see you, Johan. JJ said I meant to just dollar cost average. Okay, I got you. And the number 1. Okay, cool. So yeah, so over the last few sessions, what I've talked about pretty much over the past 3 weeks almost, I've shown you and we walked through what market structure looks like, okay, how to identify that. That applies to every single tradable market, y'all. So it's not just only for cryptocurrency, which is what I'm talking about tonight. That applies to the stock market. That applies to precious metals because I also invest in and I trade gold and I trade gold, but I also invest in gold and silver, right? Also in the stock market, ETFs, you can apply market structure, the fundamentals of market structure. You can apply that to any tradable market, okay? We talked about the different phases within the market cycle. That applies to any of them, all right? Because there are 4 phases that we will see and experience, and it just goes over, it just rinse and repeats, okay? So we've been talking about the main 2, which is accumulation and correction, because we did a vote, okay, a few weeks ago and talked about pretty much how what we believe the market is in right now, and specifically using Bitcoin as a guide, okay? So you're going to hear me talk about Bitcoin, y'all, but that's not the only cryptocurrency I invest in. That's not the only one I would say if I were you, I would invest in. No, I use Bitcoin as a guide because number 1 is the largest cryptocurrency as far as market cap. It has been here for the longest. It is the one that started the whole cryptocurrency movement. If it was not for Bitcoin, there would not be an Ethereum, XRP, XLM, HBAR, Solana, Cardano, any of these other ones. Okay, so this is just me using this as a guide. Now I'm going to use this as a guide until I'm proven otherwise. All right. So if something happens and it's like, yep, Bitcoin is no longer the go-to, then got it. I will adjust fire. But until then, this is what I'm using. JJ said for now. That's right, JJ, for now. Right. So yeah, so we talked about market structure, we talked about accumulation versus correction because that was the vote. Okay. There are some of us that believe that Bitcoin right now is in that accumulation phase. There are some of us that voted that we are still in a correction phase until things show us otherwise. And then we also talked about how smart money thinks. So I showed you guys areas where smart money buys, areas where smart money sells, why they buy at these areas, why they sell at these areas, so on and so forth. So pretty much tonight, what we're going to do or the goal is to put it all together. Y'all help JJ out by tapping the screen. I appreciate y'all. Thank you so very much for getting it to almost 3K. We almost there, get to 3K. Help JJ out. Y'all tap the screen, share this live out, repost as well as comment. Let me know where you are tuning in from, okay? And on YouTube, y'all can do the same thing. You can tap the screen where you have like the heart, the 100, and so on and so forth. You can do that. You can press that multiple times, and then that is going to help tell the algorithm that people are interested in this live and that it should push it out more. That's the whole point of me asking you guys to tap the screen on TikTok. That's the whole point of me asking you guys to give a thumbs up when you come on YouTube. That's the whole point of me asking you guys to comment by letting me know where you're tuning in from and all of those things, because every single action you take on this platform, it sends a signal to the algorithm to send it out to more people. The assistant, welcome in. Thank you so very much. See how the assistant came in and immediately shared and repost? Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Come on. Let's do like the assistant, okay? She know what to do. All right. So yeah. Said, let's go. That's right. Let's go indeed. Okay. So yeah. So we talked about those things, and the goal is to put everything together, because at the end of the day, y'all, that structure and combining that with behavior is going to give us a clearer vision on what we should do, what we can do, when we should pause, like when we should hold, when we should sell. All right, not just when we should buy. Thank you so very much, the assistant, for grabbing that heart. I appreciate you. Okay, so I'm gonna do my best to like simplify everything that I talked about, and then I'm gonna bring y'all up to speed. Those of you that were not here, let's say last week or the week before. Okay, Gabrielle, welcome in. Happy Tuesday. So, for those of you that do not know, a breakout is pretty much when price moves above that term that I have used multiple times, resistance. So for my people who are like, Leona, what is resistance? I got you. Okay, before I move forward, I'm going to just give a quick recap of what resistance and then what support is. Okay, so a breakout, like I said, is when price moves above resistance. So I want you to think about a ceiling. Okay, I want you to look up to your ceiling, right? However high up your ceiling is. If you were to throw a ball up to your ceiling, what is it going to do? Type it in the chat real quick. If you were to throw a tennis ball up to your ceiling, what is that tennis ball going to do? Type it in the chat for me real quick. Thank y'all so very much for sharing live. Booyah, welcome in. Happy Tuesday. If you throw that tennis ball up to your ceiling and it hits it, what is it going to do? You all are correct. It's going to come right back down. Now, that is what resistance does. Price moves up, but it cannot go through it because it hits that ceiling, okay? Like it can't keep going up to the sky, right? So it hits that ceiling and then price bounces back down, okay? This is the opposite for support. That's right. Let's go. Class is in session. I got to pin that, okay? So if you were not here last week, this is the perfect time to take notes, because support and resistance and all of these terms that I'm going to use, all of this applies to every single tradable market. So if you're a person that wants to get into options trading, guess what? You need to understand market structure. You need to understand support and resistance. You need to know that, okay? If you want to trade precious metals, guess what? You need to understand market structure. You need to understand support and resistance at the bare minimum. If you want to be a futures trader, guess what? You need to understand market structure. You need to understand support and resistance and all of that. Okay, this is not, just for cryptocurrency investing or for my people who want to trade, meaning they want to make short-term money. Okay, they want that short-term bag. All right. So JJ said, I'm scared of options. I saw that Max loss. Yeah, I don't do options. Maybe down the line, maybe, I don't know. I'm not here to say I won't do it, but I am transitioning to futures. So that means anything is possible, right? To go from strictly Forex and cryptocurrency to now gravitating and transition in the futures, we here. So yeah. So this is why I want to talk about it. So resistance, like we said, is like similar to our ceiling. We throw something up, we throw a basketball, I'm gonna throw a tennis ball up. It's going to bounce back down. What's the opposite for support? So write these terms down. Support, Tony, welcome in. Happy Tuesday. Support is pretty much when price comes down, it hits that floor and then it bounces back up. So a basketball, you bounce the ball, it hits the floor and it bounces back up to your hand. Black King, welcome in. Okay, happy Tuesday. So that basketball hits the floor, hits your hand, hit the floor, hits your hand, hit the floor, hits your hand. Okay, now can it go up a little bit higher sometimes? Yes, it can go up a little bit higher, but guess what it's gonna do? Come back down and hit that floor. Okay, unless you really just suck at dribbling. Okay. JJ said, I think I'm gonna stay out and do the almost safest ETFs. There's nothing wrong with ETFs, but I will say that you still should have an idea uh, of where the market is. So having a understanding of market structure is going to help you to identify when you should buy more of those ETFs, okay, or sell some of them for a profit, right? Because you may want to invest in something else. That's what I did, even though I'm not selling any more of my Bitcoin because I learned that's not the best thing to do, Leona. I learned the hard way when I went back and I looked. Child, I looked at the value of that Bitcoin that I sold long time ago, and I was looking at like how much it cost me back then, and then how much it would be worth today if I wouldn't have sold it. And I was just like, Jesus, why did you ever sell any of your Bitcoin? You don't know what you don't know. Okay. And so that's why I personally invested in Bitcoin ETFs as well. So I hold Bitcoin, I trade Bitcoin short term, but I also have invested in 2 different Bitcoin ETFs. Okay. And I've only sold some shares of one of them because GBTC is the one that I've had the longest. That's Grayscale. Because I had them since 2023 before they became ETFs. Okay. So, but knowing this stuff is what's really going to help you. All right. So let's keep going. Okay. So we talked about support. We talked about resistance. All right. JJ said I was doing ETFs and I don't know what that is. I made money, lost it all in one stop. Oh, Lord. You got to be careful, JJ. I see why you said, I'm sticking to what I'm doing. I see you, Glow. What's going on? Welcome in. Happy Tuesday. But yeah. Oh, you said IPO. Okay, I got you. Okay, I got you. Listen, I'm reading fast and I'm trying to make sure that I keep my mind like on what I said. So, I had a blind moment. Don't mind me. Okay. So yeah. So resistance we talked about, support we talked about. That's part of market structure, which can apply to any tradable market. Okay. Now, here's the thing that I want everyone to get before I start showing y'all charts and we start talking about this stuff, because this deadline for Iran for this ceasefire is in what, 30 minutes, a little over 30 minutes, y'all. So we want to see what the market does. Okay, Marcus King, welcome in. Happy Tuesday. I see you. Okay, so here's the thing that I want y'all to know about what we're talking about tonight. Because I said that we're going to talk about breakouts, bull traps, all kind of stuff. Okay, here's what I want you to know about this. The truth is that not all breakouts are going to continue in that direction. Breakout, again, for my people who just joined, means that price has moved above that area of resistance, meaning the ceiling. It pushed up, comes back down, right? Or below that support. It comes down, it bounces back up. Hey, Cece, y'all give Crypto Chick a follow. She done came in here. Thank you so very much for joining us tonight. Y'all, if you want to know more about cryptocurrency, I am not the end all be all. Y'all, this is one of those individuals that you need. Do you hear me? This is one of those people you need to be following, because she's going to make sure that you are taken care of, well taken care of at that. So y'all give the Crypto Chick a follow. Okay, and typically I would tell y'all, please follow from the live streams. Y'all don't follow people from going to search for them, because a lot of times, thank you for that, heart me as well, CC. A lot of times there's a whole lot of scam accounts out there. So please follow them from the live stream. So the Crypto Chick is in here right now. If you really want to learn about cryptocurrency outside of just talking to Leona, Crypto Chick is one of those people you need to have on your team, okay, to help you in this journey because we all in this thing together. Cool. Cool. Okay. I told y'all my battle buddies now. So Crypto Chick is one of those people. I'm telling you now, let's go. She gonna make sure you good. So let's make it happen. Thank you for the go pop. I appreciate you, Cece. Let's go. Okay. So what I was talking about is the breakouts, right? Not all of them are going to continue. So if price just tonight, right, depending on what happens, okay, let's say Bitcoin just does this massive run up. Is it guaranteed? That's right. Kevin says CC is I don't cuss, but she bad though. You know what I'm saying? She bad. Yeah. Give her shout outs. Give her flowers today. Okay. Uh most definitely. Okay. So if you were to see Bitcoin or any cryptocurrency for that matter, right? Anything tonight, just run up. Okay. There's no guarantee that it's going to continue to go up. Okay. There's no guarantee that if it breaks the support that I'm going to show y'all, there's no guarantee that Bitcoin is going to continue to go down. Okay. Some of those breakouts fail. And when they fail, in the case of resistance, right, that's called a bull trap. In the case of support, that's a bear trap. Okay, bull trap, resistance, price going up, it can't keep going up, it hits that ceiling, it bounces back down. Bear trap, price goes down, it can't keep going, and it bounces back up. Okay, everybody got it? All right, so I'm going to focus on bull trap right now. I see you, Wade. All right, I'm giving y'all a minute. I'm doing my best. This hair keep getting in my mouth. Oh my gosh, that's one thing about straight hair. That's why I prefer my braids and my froze and twist outs and stuff, because I don't have to worry about that. Thank you for the greedy heart. I appreciate you, CC. Okay, so let's keep it going. All right, so what is a bull trap? I see you. Welcome in, y'all. Thank you so very much. So what is a bull trap? So a bull trap is when price breaks above a certain level. What it's going to do is it's going to pull people in to make them think price is going to keep going, and then what it do this, it reverse, and the price goes down. Okay, I'm gonna give y'all examples because I'm going to show y'all my charts here in a second, or chart here in a second, but I just want to walk you through. Okay. So thank you so very much. I will. Touch of Grace. Thank you so very much for that follow. I appreciate you. Happy Tuesday. Welcome in. All right. Y'all got it to 5K. Let's keep it going. Come on. Let's get to 10K. Keep tapping the screen. Keep liking. Keep sharing. Keep reposting. If you do not want to share yet because you are new here, that's fine. You can always repost by hitting that arrow. Okay. And then there's an option to repost. It should be first. You can do that as well. Okay. And even if you share it to your story, that also is a way to help get this live stream out as well. Tahim, welcome in. Happy Tuesday. All right. So what this does is, that bull trap, using this one specifically as an example. What it does is it creates excitement. Okay. It feels like the move is starting and then price drops. Okay. way silly. Listen, I'm just gonna use me as a Black woman. We like to have diversity, child. You know what I'm saying? One time it's gonna be some braids, next time it's gonna be an afro or twist out, or just a straight bob, whatever. Nothing wrong with that, right? Shoot, I appreciate it though. Okay. Catch up. What's going on? Welcome in. Happy Tuesday. I see you. All right. So pretty much a bull trap, y'all. It doesn't just move price. It traps emotion. Okay. It's going to trap emotion. People are invested now, emotionally invested, not just monetarily invested. Okay. So what I'm gonna show y'all are a few things. Okay, I'm gonna show y'all my chart because I want y'all to see what happened when Bitcoin pushed up. Okay, at the height when it got to its highs, what did it do? What did it look like? And then when price came down? Where did it stop? Hey, Miss Martine, welcome in. Happy Tuesday. I see you. Kirk and Nicole, welcome in. Happy Tuesday. Okay, thank you for grabbing that heart, me, Miss Martina. I appreciate you. Appreciate you. Okay, so yeah, so when it came down, what happened? Okay, thank you for that repost as well. And then also, where is price at right now? Why is it in that area? All right, where was resistance? Where is support? Or where was support? Where was resistance? All of those things we're about to talk about here in a second. Jada, welcome in. Happy Tuesday. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm going to share my screen for y'all on YouTube. And if you can't stay the whole time, y'all, on TikTok, I am recording this on YouTube so you can watch this, the replay, whatever parts you missed, you can watch it on YouTube. That's Prosperity Calls on YouTube as well. Okay. Okay. So let's turn this around. There we go. Okay. So I'm not about to be listening to Megan Thee Stallion talk. Okay. So let's go. All right. So I got my notifications on when your recordings come out. Okay. Awesome. Thank you, the assistant. I appreciate that. Hey, what's going on, Dale? Welcome in. Thank you for the follow too. I appreciate you. I see you, Jerry. What's going on? What's going on? Welcome in. Happy Tuesday. I see y'all. All right. So let's run it. So this was Bitcoin during the expansion phase. So we talked about the 4 phases of the market. Okay. So quick refresher for the people who missed it and was not here for the past 2 weeks or so, when we've been talking about the 4 different phases, so that way you know what to look for, okay, in any tradable market. So this is the old crypto, the old Bitcoin cycle, right? So this is 2021. Y'all see that at the bottom. Okay, cool. So this is when we had our crypto winter, child, the bear market. It price went from almost $69,000 per coin, okay, all the way down to, let me put a line here so y'all can see it, okay? And I keep going through this, y'all, because there are people who were not here, okay? So if you were here, I got it. I appreciate you, okay? Help some people out who may be lost if I miss it, okay? Okay, so you see Bitcoin went down. See this, the bottom here, okay? Bitcoin went all the way down 15K, y'all, from almost $69,000 per coin. Denise, welcome in. Down to 15,000. Everybody see that? Give me the thumbs up emoji in the chat if you see it. I know, man, that was harsh. That was harsh. You hear me? For a person that got in late, because I didn't start seriously investing in crypto. Specifically, my first real purchase was Bitcoin, right? So I didn't buy Bitcoin as an investor until 2020. And then you're talking about a year later, you know what I'm saying? Price just drop off the doggone off the cliff, like it just go. Yeah. So anyway, so it went down all the way to 15K, which is what I showed you, right? So down here is when we know we are in an accumulation phase. How do we know we're in the accumulation phase? Okay. Because what happens is we have our last final push to the downside, big push to the downside. Everybody see that where my cursor is at. Okay. And then what happens is price starts to move sideways. You may hear the term consolidation. Okay. So we're at the bottom of this bear market, we're at the bottom of the downtrend. Price is done. It is slowing down on the sell. It has its final push and then it just moves sideways. Everybody got it? Okay. So this is the start of our accumulation phase. Now, a person may say, oh, well, it took off a bit. No, it didn't really take off. It moved up a bit, but then it moved sideways some more. It went up a little bit more, and then it went sideways again here. So let's move this up so you can see what I mean. Okay. So price came, hold on, I'm going to do 2 so you can see what I'm talking about. And if you want to know what I'm using, y'all, this is TradingView. It's totally free. You do not have to buy it if you don't want to. Okay. You can use it for free. Okay, Charlotte said this is exactly what I'm struggling with. Let's go, Charlotte. So we're gonna help you out, sis. Okay, let's run it. Okay, so we're not out of the accumulation phase because look what happens. Is the market moving up, down, or sideways in consolidation? Type it in the chat right here. This whole area right here. Is the market moving up, down, or sideways? Type it in the chat. My cursor is circling the area. Is it moving up, down, or sideways? Right in here. Charlotte said sideways. J Boogie, thank you so very much for sharing live. Charlotte said sideways. Anybody have anything else? Y'all agree with Charlotte or y'all disagree? What is the market doing here? Is it moving up, down, or sideways in consolidation? Okay. Avery's mom said sideways. Y'all are correct. So we are still in accumulation. Okay, this is still accumulation. This is not expansion until it just take off. Okay, now when you see consistent green candles, for my people who don't know, green means buy, red means sell. Green means price is going up, it costs more. Red means price is going down, it's costing less. Everybody got it? If you need me to repeat something, if you need me to slow down, please say something. My grandma used to always say, closed mouth don't get fed. Renee, thank you so very much for the follow. I appreciate you. Okay. Linda, welcome in. Happy Tuesday. All right. So after accumulation, that is our first phase. After accumulation comes expansion. That is when we have signaled our bull market, y'all. That means buyers are in the building. More people are buying than selling. Thank you, CC, for the rose. I appreciate you. Okay. More people are buying than selling. So we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 consecutive weeks of buying. How do we know it's weeks? Because on TradingView, I'm using 1 week. So that means every single one of these candles represents 1 week of price movement. Okay. Every single one of these candles. This means 1 full week of price moving up, down. Renee, thank you so very much for joining us. I got you. Okay. So after accumulation comes expansion. Price is going up. It's going to make higher highs and higher lows like we talked about last week. Okay. So if you're like, Leona, I wasn't here last week. I don't know what higher highs are or higher lows are. I need you to sound off in the chat. If you don't say anything, I'm going to just keep it running. Keep it going. Okay. If you do not know what higher highs are, higher lows are, what they look like, I need you to say something. If not, I'm going to keep going. Okay. Because I don't want to leave anybody behind. Remember I said, people who join my lives, y'all my battle buddies now. You got to look out for each other. Marlene, welcome in. Happy Tuesday. Okay. All right. So I'm going to take it. Silence is compliance. They mean that y'all got it. Y'all know what they are. You know what they look like. So let's run it. Okay. So we see higher highs and higher lows, right? Okay. So that means prices come up. This is a new high. Price comes down a little bit, but this is a higher low because down here is a low, but this one is higher than this one. Cool. Price comes up some more. Bam, we got a new high. Okay. This high is higher than this one. So we have a higher high. Price pushes down a little bit. This is actually reaccumulation because now this is staying in a certain area too. Let's check it out. Okay. So we are staying up in here somewhere. Okay. So we stand in between 54, 72, 73. So if I want to do this, I just go to the high of this because these two actually hit it. So 73. You see that? Okay. I don't know who you are, chart master, but we don't do that in here. So Block City it is. Gotcha. Okay. We don't do random what you call this either. There we go. Got rid of that. We don't do these telegrams because they be scamming people in these telegrams. All right, Jeff, welcome in. Happy Tuesday. Okay, so everybody see that. So price is just bouncing in between 53, 54. What's that? 50. Nope, hold up. It went all the way down to 49, actually. He's speaking a foreign language. That's right. Black City, let's go. Okay. But it's staying mainly in between that 54, okay, and that 72, 73. Okay, cool. So that means that we had a bit of reaccumulation. So the smart money said, hey, listen, Bitcoin has potential to keep going up because we've already surpassed the previous all-time high, which was 69K. Jan, welcome in. Happy Tuesday. So we want to buy up some more because now we know historical data, we know what current events, we know X, Y, and Z. We know that we had Bitcoin ETFs launch. We had Ethereum ETFs launch in the year 2024, right? January 2024. So now the institutions, the hedge fund managers, those billionaires, the smart investors, they said, we'd like to buy some more Bitcoin. So there was a little bit of a battle between buyers and sellers. Okay. So this is reaccumulation here. And then guess what? We continue with our expansion. Got it? Continue with our expansion. Price drops because we thought, Leona thought this was the all-time high. Bitcoin said no. Okay. And then it went up to 126K. Everybody got it. Okay. So that was accumulation and expansion. Does everyone have those two? Give me the number 2 in the chat if y'all have those two phases. I'm using TradingView. Go to tradingview.com. See it right here? My phone is on the charger because it was about to die. Okay, tradingview.com. Unbothered, welcome in. Happy Tuesday. Okay, cool. So the next phase is the distribution phase. This is always at the top of a bull market, meaning price has been running up and the buyers start to slow down. Now, here's the key though with the distribution phase, because what happens is you may see that it forms a bit of resistance, which is what we talked about already, right? It forms a bit of resistance and price breaks out of that resistance. And then you'll see that when it breaks out of that resistance, that it's going to turn around and then start selling off immediately. So I'm gonna show y'all where the resistance is at. And if y'all disagree, let me know. If you agree, let me know. Okay. So this white line that I put here, 119, if you look here, price touch it one time, push through it, but close below, second week in a row, touches it, closes below, third week in a row, opens and closes below, fourth week in a row. Are y'all following me? Hits it and closes below, fifth week, goes up, closes below, 6 weeks in a row. Would you say that that is a form of resistance? Yes or no? Type it in the chat. Hey, happy me I am. Welcome in. Happy Tuesday. Would you say that that is a form of resistance? Yes or no? Because price cannot continue to go up, right? It kept closing below that 119-ish. Okay, Renee said yes. All right, does anyone agree with Renee or disagree with Renee? Wade said yes. Okay, cool. Thank y'all so very much for continuing to like the live. Y'all help each other out. Y'all tap the screen, tap, tap, tap. Get us a 10K. That would be awesome. Last week, those of you that were here last week, y'all helped us to get to 75K on the likes. We hadn't done that in a very long time. So I was super excited about that. Okay. So that is definitely a point of resistance. The more times it touches an area and rejects it and pushes back down as far as resistance go, the stronger that area is. Okay. Now, what happened is, as you can see, during that seventh week, right? It pushed down, it came up, couldn't quite come up, pushed down again, and then it finally did what? Broke through it. The following week, because remember, we're still on the 1 week time frame. Okay. Hey, thank you so very much for the love you. I appreciate you. Okay. So The following week, price said, nah, we going down. Okay. So yeah, it came up a bit higher. See how this one is a little bit higher than this one. So let's say, there we go. So that's 125. I'm going to the one that sold. That was 126. So it went up a little bit higher, right? So what this did was it psyched people out. Oh yeah, they got them. They made them think prices about to keep going up, right? But guess who started selling off here? Can you give me a guess on the type of individuals that started selling here? Type it in the chat for me. Marissa and Kayla, welcome in. Happy Tuesday. If you know, just type it in the chat. If you're like, I don't know, Leona, put IDK in the chat and I'll help you out. If you know who started selling off in here, type it in the chat. If you don't know, I want you to type IDK in the chat so that way I know who I'm talking to. Renee said hedge fund managers. You are correct. That's one of them. Let's go. Who else? Who else? Not me. I don't know. I got you. Okay. Unknown. Welcome in. Anybody else? Who else was selling here? Hedge fund managers, absolutely, because they're part of this term that I'm going to use again. Okay. So you have your hedge fund managers. You got the Billionaire 2026. Come on. I love the name. Let's go. Welcome in. Happy Tuesday. Okay. You got it. You got it. Okay. Oh, he said day traders. So we got our hedge fund managers. We got our big financial institutions. We got our private equity firms. We got our billionaires. We got our centimillionaires, the people with the big bucks. You hear me? Okay. These are the people called smart money. Okay. They're pretty much smart money. They are the ones that started selling here. Why? Because they started buying back here. They started buying back here. 15, 16K. They started buying back here, y'all. Then guess what? Remember, they bought more in here. Okay? They bought more in here where my cursor is at. So that accumulation at the bottom, reaccumulation here, and then they were like, all right, I think I'm good now. I'm good. I don't need to be greedy. Let me take my profit. So they sold to get those people who were last minute, who were scared and hesitant to pull the trigger, right? The people that were moving off of fear, that fear of missing out, you know, that term y'all may hear, FOMO. They said, all right, we're going to sell so that way y'all can come in, and then y'all going to end up selling back anyway because you don't know what you're doing. Okay? So smart money started selling here. This is called the distribution phase. Distribution phase happens at the top of a bull run. Thank you so very much for the repost. It happens at the top of a bull run. It has to break the resistance and psych you out by giving you a bull trap. Now, this is a bull trap. Think about it. Look at this. I'm going to come back down again. So we agreed. Come on down. Come on down. So we agreed that this 119-ish area, okay? We agreed that this was resistance. Price broke resistance here, correct? So this was a signal to the people who were hesitant, who don't know what they're doing, the people who were scared and they got that FOMO in them, you know what I'm saying? And they emotional in their decision making when it comes to investing. They got pulled in, they got sucked in, dog. And then that smart money, they said, all right, now it's time to sell. Bam. Okay. This is a bull trap, y'all. It broke out of the resistance that we established was resistance. And then the following week, they started to sell off. And not just a little bit. Look at this. This was October. You're talking about the first, what's this? The first week of October, second week of October, 2 straight weeks of selling. Buyers attempted, but then guess what? 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks, a whole month of straight selling. Do you see that? A whole month. Each one of these counters, y'all, is 1 week of price movement. Tomato, welcome in. Okay? Y'all, we almost at 10K. Let's keep it going. Come on. Happy. Oh, it just went away. Help helping me. I am out. Tap the screen with her, okay? Share, repost, all that good stuff. Okay. So now at this point, distribution is over because guess what? Price has now closed out below the support. How do we know a support? Let's look at it. Thank you so very much for the rose being in 2026. I appreciate you. Thank you for reposting too. Helping me, I am. Thank you. I appreciate you. All right, let's see. How do we know it's support? Well, what does support do? What does it look like, y'all? Remember, it's a floor. So it means price comes down and bounces back up. It comes down, bounces back up. It comes down, bounces back up. So that means it's going to close above that area. Okay? Thank you for the hand hearts. I appreciate you. Thank you so very much. Right? So it's going to close above that area over and over again. Okay? I don't show people how to set up a stop loss right now because my focus is just helping people to identify right now the phases of the market cycle, understanding market structure, okay, and then also being able to see when they should consider buying, when they should consider selling, when they should consider holding. Okay, you got to get good at that before you can talk about even entering into the market. So yeah, so we see that price came down here, right? Where my cursor is. That means this one touch, right? Price came down, it closed above. Price opened and closed above. That's the second touch. So that's 2 weeks in a row, right? Okay, cool. Then we come over here. Thank you for the roses. I appreciate you. Then we come over here, right? And then it comes down. This is October. This is the all-time high, right? Price comes down, it closes above. So that's another week. That's 3 weeks. Price comes down, close above. That's 4. Price opens here, close above. It came down here, but it closed above. That's 5. Comes down, close above. That's 6. So that's 6 weeks. 6 times price is coming to this area in general and close above it. It wasn't until the 7th week, okay? It wasn't until here that it closed below. This candle confirmed that the distribution phase is now over and we are in or beginning our correction phase. Got it? So that's it. Okay? So distribution is over. Distribution is at the top of a bull market. You're going to see that price is going to form a resistance. It kind of moves sideways like our accumulation, right? So it moves sideways a bit. It stays within an area. Thank you so very much. I appreciate that. Thank you. Okay. So it stays within a specific area, but you may see a bull trap at the during the distribution phase, because what we want to see is people come into this market, don't know what they're doing, so that way smart money can sell off. And then what's going to happen is the ones who don't know what they're doing, they're going to end up selling at a loss. Okay. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. Lovely Virgo. I'm a Virgo too. Hey. Ow. So let's go. Okay. So now that we have that, this is a bull trap. I'm going to type this up here so that way y'all know what I'm saying. When I say bull trap, you should be able to look at this and be like, okay, I remember what she said. She showed it to me. She broke it down to me. Okay. Let's run it. Yes. All right. So let's go. Let me see if I can get this arrow here. Okay. I'm going to move this up some. So that way, oops. Let me move this up a bit. So that way y'all can see it just fine and you don't get confused. Okay, cool. So there you go. So price has to break resistance. In order for it to be a bull trap, it has to, the following candle has to go into a sell. Okay? It has to go into a sell. That is what's going to help us identify a bull trap. It breaks resistance, and then the following candle after that break of resistance, it has to go into a sell. It cannot be 2 green candles back to back. That's not a bull trap. It needs to be 1 green candle, break that resistance, close above it, is what I mean. Okay, the body of the candle closes above that resistance. All right. And then the following candle has to sell off. It needs to be red. All right. Now, everybody understand those 3 phases of the market so far. We got one more. And does everyone understand what a bull trap looks like? Give me the thumbs up emoji in the chat if y'all got it. Thumbs up emoji in the chat if y'all got it. And I want y'all to see my face because I don't know if y'all still with me. Y'all still with me? Let me know. If everybody got it, let me know in the chat. You know the 3 phases so far of the market cycle, and you know how to identify a bull trap. Danny, welcome in. Happy Tuesday. Let's see. Billionaire, thank you for the rose. I appreciate you. All right. Rude Boy, I see you. Cool. All right. Jay Boogie, I see you. Thank you for the follow. Let's Ted, I appreciate you. Renee, happy me, I am. Yes. Okay, cool. So now, thank you for the roses. I appreciate you. Okay. So now let's run it. So next, we're going to go over. Let me turn it back around. Cool. I got you, Wade. Yes, sir. Okay. So now, thank you for the roses. I appreciate you, Rude Boy. All right. So now we're going to go into that correction phase. This is the last phase of the market cycle, y'all. This applies to any tradable market. So these 4 phases, y'all, is not just for the cryptocurrency market. I got it. I'm using Bitcoin as a guide because I teach people about cryptocurrency, right? Okay, to help beginners, new people who are curious about crypto to get into the market, if that's what they want to do. Okay, so now the final phase, though, of any market cycle is a correction phase. What goes up has to do what? Type it in the chat for me. Tatiana, thank you so very much for the follow. What goes up has to do what? Type it in the chat for me. Well, there we go. Come on. I see you. Come down. Come down. Come on down. Come on down. Let's go. That's right, y'all. So that's the correction phase. The correction phase is just doing nothing but correcting the market, okay? It's run its course. It's going to go down 20%, 30%, okay? The cryptocurrency market, unfortunately, it goes down much higher than the stock market. So for my people who come over here, thank you so very much for lighting up the roses. Thank you so very much being there in 2026, right? So for my people who are already investors in the stock market, I'm here to tell you right now, if you cannot take a 50, 60, 70% price drop from an all-time high, you're not ready for cryptocurrency. I'm telling you, you need to build up your tolerance before you come over here because the cryptocurrency market can easily correct 60, 70, 85%. Okay, the last Bitcoin market cycle, Bitcoin came back down. I want to say it was 77%. So 75, 76, 77, something like that. It was almost 80%, y'all. That Bitcoin price dropped from its all-time high. Don't believe me? Hold up. Let's do this. Because I know it's going to be somebody be like, no way. Yes way. You don't believe me? Watch. Let's do this. This is the last all-time high, right? 2021. That's 60, almost 69K. Everybody see that? Okay. Right. Now what I'm gonna do is use this little fancy ruler here. Okay. This little fancy ruler on Trading View. And I'm gonna go to this high, almost 69K, and then I'm gonna go down to the low. Get low, get low. Get low, get low. We at that 15K-ish, right? What that say in the middle? What does that say in the middle, y'all? 77. Oops, my hand moved. 77. I'm going to tap it. 77%. This the last market cycle. This the one this was my first bear market, y'all. Look top. Wait, welcome in. Thank you for the follow, too. Grace, faith, love. Thank you for the follow. This was my first bear market. Because remember I told you, I didn't start investing seriously in crypto, and Bitcoin was my first investment, right? And then I bought Ethereum. So I got in 2020, and then I got into the bear market, my first one, in 2021, And this lasted from 2021. Price dropped down from November 2021 all the way to this bottom here, January 2023, y'all. What? Can your heart handle that? Can you handle that? Type yes in the chat or no in the chat. Come on, I want to see, because I need y'all to start working through the emotions that's gonna come. I need you to start through that stuff right now. Like you see it for yourself. Y'all didn't make it up. As a matter of fact, let me unplug this. Let me get a little closer for y'all on TikTok. I took it out the charges. Look at this. Okay? Can your heart take that though? Yes or no? Let me know. Tell the truth too. Don't sit here and be lying to yourself now. Wade laughing because Wade was probably over there sweating too, just like me. Y'all, my portfolio was down 85%. Woo. Do you know how I was like, oh my God, is it gonna keep going? When are you gonna stop? All right. I was like, when are you gonna stop? Stop going down. Come on. Okay, Alice, thank you for the follow. Joseph, thank you for the follow. Mika, thank you for the follow. Right. Renee said it. That's why it's risky business. That's why it's risky. This is why people say you will hear financial advisors, because I'm working to become one of them. And I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. I'm an investor in the cryptocurrency market. So I'm not gonna sit here and tell you, oh, you come over here. No, you come over here with the gambling mentality, you're gonna get your feelings hurt. You will. You will feel like you got punched in the throat and the wind knocked out of you. You can't breathe if you're not mentally prepared. And this is why I want you all to understand and know how to identify the phases within a market cycle so you're not surprised. You're not caught off guard. You're not moving emotionally. You know what I'm saying? Bear Market Bully said, been there. Come on now. Right? Exactly. Thank you for the heart me too. I'm about to pin that. Every single one of us, if you are new to this market, we've been there. The difference is some people are going to tell you what they experienced and some are going to keep it a secret. I don't know why they're keeping it a secret, child, because this show does not make sense. Because if you make money in the cryptocurrency market, it's not going to stop me from making money. Right? Wade said a good one. He said, put in what you can afford. Do you hear him? I'm reading this for y'all on YouTube. Put in what you can afford. Don't overdo it because it shifts. But let's go. Come on now. Wade over here preaching to y'all. Y'all better listen. Renee say playing chess, not checkers. Come on in. Yes, that's right. Okay. So I'm showing y'all this so that way, this where we are today is not a surprise to you. This should not be a surprise to you if you saw this and you were here during this. If you were here during this here should not be a surprise to you. This here should not have you panicking. This here should not have armpit sweating. This here should not have you over here, Fred Sanford and whatnot, talking about Elizabeth, I'm coming to join you, honey. You shouldn't be over here doing all of that if you were here back then. Okay. All right. So if we know the market cycles, then we know where we are. We know what to do. We know how to move, right? So right now, before we continue, does everyone understand the different phases of the market cycle? Does everyone understand support and resistance and how to identify it? Does everyone understand how to identify a bull trap? Up here, what we talked about. Okay, this actually was one too. Okay, so does everyone understand it? Give me the thumbs up emoji in the chat if y'all got it. Ricky, thank you for the follow. Trevo, thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. Kit and Cat, welcome in. Thank you so very much for the follow. I appreciate you. Okay, I see you, JJ. Come on, JJ. What's good? All right. That's right. Trayvon got it. Okay. So now the reason why we did a vote a few weeks ago and talking about, are we still in the correction phase or are we in the accumulation phase? Because if we are still in a correction phase, we're not anticipating price moving up massively just yet, right? Joseph, thank you for the follow. If we are in the accumulation phase, all that means is we have smart money investors that are buying into Bitcoin. Price is moving sideways. Okay. Price is going to move sideways. It's staying above certain areas. So, how do we know if we're still in the correction phase for my people who don't know? Okay. And then, how do we know that we are in an accumulation phase? All right. This is where we are right now. Renee said, once you hit your initial investment, pull it out and play with house money as a bonus. That is very good. Okay. I'm not here to tell anyone what to do with their money because I'm not a licensed financial advisor at this time. I don't have a securities license. So guess what? I cannot tell you what to do. Okay. So hold up, y'all. Give me a second because I feel like I'm yelling. Do y'all feel like I'm yelling? Because I feel like I'm yelling. The music got louder for some reason to me. And I'm just like, what the heck just happened? What is going on? Okay. Oh, hold on. Okay, cool. JJ say no. So we good. We good. Okay, let's go. Okay. Rich by halftime. I like that name. Let's go. All right. Welcome in. Thank you so very much for the follow too. Hey, I love the 111s. Let's go. Let's go. Okay. So how do we know we are still in a correction phase, right? We're still in a correction phase if we do not have higher lows and higher highs. We still have lower lows and lower highs. Again, I'm going to ask because I have people who just joined. Like Highlander said, what's this about? Okay, Highlander just joined. So if you don't know what higher highs look like or lower lower highs look like, lower lows look like, and lower higher lows look like, then let me know. If you don't know what those look like on a chart, let me know. If you do, then we're going to keep it moving. I'm going to give y'all a second because I know sometimes there's a delay. Jimbo, welcome in. Happy Tuesday. Sometimes there's a delay. Thank y'all so very much for the 16K. Let's push it to 20. Push it to 20. Push it, push it, push it. Okay? So Happy Me I Am said, nope, I don't know. I got you. Okay? Jimbo, thank you for that heart me. All right. So Happy Me I Am said, I got you. Y'all, I want y'all to bear with me because I told y'all my battle buddies now. Okay? I'm retired Army. So battle buddies mean that we making sure that nobody's left behind. Okay? This is TradingView, tradingview.com. It is a free platform to help people who want to look at the charts, whether you are a trader, meaning you do short-term movements in the market, or you are an investor. For my people who are long-term holders in the market. And we are, yep, thank you, JJ. I appreciate that. Responding to Highlander for me. Okay? Yes, thank you, y'all. Okay? So when I say, y'all my battle buddies, that mean I got to make sure y'all good. We can't move forward if y'all not good. Billionaire 2026 is retired too. Let's go. I'm about to give you a follow just because. Come on now. How do I? Oh, man. Hold on. I'm about to give you a follow just because. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yep, I did that. I sure did. Okay. So now hopefully you ain't on no nonsense because I'm gonna tell you now, I do unfollow people that be on some nonsense. All right. We got to make sure we good because I don't do the cussing and I don't do the scamming and all that stuff, I don't do all that. Okay. So I'm here to make sure folks is good. Renee say I'm a Navy vet. Let's go. My brother was in the Navy. My husband was in the Navy too. Let's go. I'm about to give you a follow too, just cause. Let's go. I got you. Follow back, Renee. Okay. JJ say you don't want to go back in. Absolutely not. I am done. My 20 years is done. Anthony, welcome in. Thank you so very much for coming in. Okay. So let's go. 92 Fox, you got to be a fueler. Yeah, you're going to be on the road too, buddy. I hope you know that. You're going to be on the road. You get deployed, you always gone. So be prepared for that. Just heads up. If you didn't know, now you know. Hopefully recruiters are not still lying to people like they lied to me. We are on the 1 week time frame. 1 week. That means each candle represents 1 week of price movement. Okay. So higher highs always happen in lower lows. So how far back do you look for the higher highs? So I'm looking right now. I'm using the current market cycle, right? Where we are right now. Okay. This is where I'm looking. So this is where we are. So this is the last high, right? So I'm going to move this back up here. Let's move this back up here so we know. So this is our high. Okay. So we're going to use this whole move. Thank you for the roses. I appreciate you. We're going to use this whole move to help us to identify either higher highs or lower highs. Okay. Because that's going to tell us if we are in a buying market or a selling market. Cool. Thank y'all so very much for the roses. I appreciate y'all. Okay. So how do we identify those lower highs or those higher highs? All right. So this is our high. Price pushed down. It made a low here. Would y'all agree? Let me move this down. Okay. Boom. It made a low. So remember, the red means sell. When it turns green, that means price is attempting to push up. Okay. So red means sell. Price is pushing down. It came down to 103. Y'all see that? Okay. So that is our low. So 103 is lower than 126. Do we all agree? Yes or no in the chat? 103 is lower than 126. Do we all agree? Yes or no in the chat? Cool. All right. So now from this low right here, that 103, price came up a bit. We all see that it went up. It's higher than 103, right? Higher than 103. This candle is green. It closed at 114. 114 is higher than 103. Well, this next candle went up higher than that. It went up to 116. 116 is higher than 103, correct? I keep moving my cursor. 116 is higher than 103, correct? Okay. Now the next question though is this 116 higher than that 126? Yes or no? Is the 116 that you see here higher than the 126? Yes or no? Absolutely not. Y'all are correct. Okay. So that means that this high is what? Lower than this high. So let me type it in here. Let me type it. We're going to do this. Boom. I'm going to type lower high. Okay. And I'm going to use this. Let's do this. Bam. Okay. I'm going to type lower high because this price came up higher. It's higher than here, but it's not low. It's not higher than here. So we got like a little mini lower high. Okay, cool. Price pushed down some more, right? Red means sell. That means price is going down. Everybody got it. So now we have a new low here. Y'all see this right here. Where my cursor at? I'm going to move it out the way. Everybody see that? That is 80,000. Is this 80,000 lower than this 103 right here? Yes or no in the chat? Is this 80,000 lower than this 103 in the chat? Is it lower than the 103? Type yes or no in the chat. Renee, yep. My father's daughter, welcome in. Yep. Okay. I'm showing you how to do it. One Fuel, I got you. Okay. If y'all can't stay the whole time, I'm recording this on YouTube. It's Prosperity Calls on YouTube. Okay. You can watch all of it from the beginning. Kayla said yes. All right, cool. So what does that mean, y'all? We have another what? Lower high. I mean, lower low. We have a lower low here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to clone this because I ain't trying to type everything all over again. So I'm going to change that up a little bit. And I'm going to put lower low. Okay. Now, soon I'm going to be putting LH and LL. Cool. So what this is telling us right now, What this is telling us right now is that price is continuing to go down, correct? Because we have a lower high and we now have a lower low. And the reason Leona uses the 1 week time frame because it's easier for me to see everything. Okay? It's easier for me to see everything. If I'm on lower time frames, it's more clutter. No, I have not, JJ. If I'm on lower time frames, it's harder for me to get an idea of how the market is moving. So that's the reason why Leona used the 1 week. Now, there may be somebody saying, well, I use the day. Well, I use the month. Use what you want to use. Okay? But Leona has been doing this since 2020. And this is helpful to Leona. It works for Leona. Leona now knows when to buy, when to sell. I sold some of my shares of my Bitcoin ETF, okay, when price was in here. So I made a profit because I bought when it was $14 a share. You know what I'm saying? Hey, what's going on? Prison to blockchain. I see you. Welcome in. Happy Tuesday, y'all. Give him a follow. Give him a follow. I actually follow him from a live stream with Evan. I can't remember his username on here. I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all know who I'm talking about though. He's in the crypto space too. But yeah, I definitely follow from there, and I love the conversation. So y'all give him a follow. JJ said same. Okay, cool. You know, yes. All right. Oops. So let's go. So my YouTube is Prosperity Calls. Prosperity Calls. Okay. Ebony said, I just got into crypto, but I have been in stocks for a while. So this should be easy for you. Yes. Okay. The only part that may be a bit harder, like I said, y'all, if you are not built to be able to handle seeing price drop 50, 60, 70, 80, 90%, you may need to push pause a little bit before you get into the cryptocurrency market. Okay. Or like stick your toe in, but don't go so hard. Okay. So that way you can get used to the price drops. All right. Because like I just showed y'all, that last Bitcoin cycle, Bitcoin price dropped 77%. I didn't make it up. I showed it to y'all. Okay. Y'all saw it just like I did. Okay. So, Corey said the red line you marked out isn't a lower low. Yeah, I'm gonna get to it. I haven't gotten to that one yet. But you are absolutely correct, Corey. Okay. So we have our first little mini lower high, right? We have our first lower high. I said lower high. I thought I changed it to lower low. Why did it go back? Lower low. I'm sitting there like I know I typed lower low there. Okay. And then what did price do? It attempted to push up. It moved sideways a bit, right? And it attempted to push up. Correct? So let me show you. So we're going to do this. I'm going to move this line. Make it. Move it. Move it. And right there. Okay. So this high right here, this is where it went. 97K. So is 97K lower than this high right here, this lower high right here of 116? Is 97K lower than 116? Type it in the chat for me. Yes or no? Yes or no? Is 97 lower than 116? Yes or no in the chat? Y'all are absolutely correct. Okay. So what does that mean, y'all? We now have another lower high. So I'm going to just copy this here. Clone that thing, you know what I'm saying? And now we're going to put lower high right here. Okay, lower high. So now we have two lower highs. We have one here, we have one here, and we have one lower low. Okay. Then price pushed down some more. Corey was like, don't we have another lower low? We absolutely do. Thank you for the roses. Right? We absolutely do. Because look, price came all the way down to this red line, which is the previous 3-month low of 60K. 60K. Is 60K lower than this 80K right here? Yes or no? I'm not trying to insult anybody's intelligence, but I want to make sure that everybody, by the time you get off of this, you understand, you know, without a shadow of a doubt, what a lower low looks like, what a lower high looks like, and then we're going to go over higher highs and higher lows. Renee say, unfortunately, it is. It's okay. Okay, Rena, welcome in. I see you. Okay, glad you're here. All right, so that tells us when Corey was asking, don't we have another lower low? We absolutely do. So now I'm going to clone this. Okay, we're going to clone. Bam. And now we got another one lower low. So now we have 2 lower highs and we have 2 lower lows. So if we are still in a correction phase, what we would be expecting is price to do what? We would be expecting price to do what? Form another lower high and another lower low. So that means price needs to stay below here in order for it to still be in a correction phase, right? For sure, right? But it also needs to form a lower low. If it does not form a lower low, then guess what? We are no longer still in the correction phase. Okay? Now, for my people who said we're in the accumulation phase already, what we would need to see is similar to what we saw here. And I'm just going to describe it one more time. We need to see selling pressure slow down. We had a really big move to the downside, right? Welcome in. This is Barbara. I told you I'm going to say that every time you come in here. Shoot. I be singing people's songs, y'all. I'm sorry. So for those of y'all that's new to me, I do that. You know, sometimes if your song, if your name has been in a song, I'm probably going to sing it. Okay? Just letting you know. All right, and I can't sing too, so I need you to cover your ears. All right, so let's go, JJ. I see you. Thank you so very much for that. Love you so much. Hey, Barbara, you like it though. I know you like it though. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody don't get their name sung when they come into my live. Okay. So you said, where's Shirley? Okay. Oh my shit, this is Shirley. Oh my God. Okay. Let's go. Come on, Wade. Let's go. Oh shoot. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for liking and sharing the live. Oh, all right. Look, I done made myself cry laugh. Oh my gosh. Okay, so let's go. So what we want to see is selling pressure slow down. Okay, like you see in this accumulation phase. You want to see those higher lows start to form. Okay, and price is still going to move sideways though, but you want to see higher lows form. So we want to see selling pressure slow down, price move sideways, but we also have a few higher lows. Okay, that's what happened here, right? Sideways, selling pressure slows down. Okay, then we have a higher low here. This low is higher than here. Okay, and then we had this low higher than this one, but it still was going sideways for months. This is from March, right? Yeah, this is from March to October, y'all. That this accumulation right here, just alone, from March to April, this happened. Okay. Thank you so very much for the follow, tribe. Jesus says, thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. Let's go. Love the name. Let's go. I see you. Okay. All right. So we want to see selling pressure slow down. We want to see price maintain above a support area. We want to see higher lows form. Everybody got it. So we're going to use this as like a guide to help us. Okay. Well, we're glad you're here, tribe. Okay. Everybody got it. So do we see that happening here? Do we see selling pressure slow down? Yes or no in the chat. Do we see selling pressure slow down? Yes or no in the chat. Right in here where I'm circling the area. Do we see selling pressure slowing down? Yes or no in the chat. Okay. Do we see? So my father's daughter said no. Aaron said yes. Renee said yes. Wade said not yet. Okay. Welcome in, Marlene. I see you. All right. Rena said no. JJ said no. This is Barbara said yes. Billionaire said yes. So I'm gonna tell y'all, I'm not gonna tell you right or wrong, but me looking at this is a pretty decent body sale counter, correct? Now I'm not saying it's gonna look exactly like the previous cycle, okay? But this is not telling me selling pressure has slowed down just yet. Okay. This is just 2 weeks ago. Well, my bad, 3 weeks. Because this is, 2 weeks ago. Because this is the current week, this is last week, and then it's 2 weeks ago. So we're talking about 2 and 3 weeks ago, we were still selling. Hey, Charity, welcome in. Thank you for sharing the live. Okay. So we're talking about 2 and 3 weeks ago, we were still selling. Now, I want y'all to answer this one. Okay. Are we staying above a support area? Yes or no? Crypto babysitting, what's going on? Welcome in, y'all. Give her a follow. I'm about to tag her or pin her as soon as, there we go. I got you. Give her a follow, y'all. She does very well at helping beginners to break down this crypto market. And it's not just for beginners. She goes into deep dives on all kinds of stuff, y'all. So go ahead and give her a follow. There's nothing wrong with us, listening to other people's perspective, because she may say something that Leona don't say or didn't say. She may go into more detail on something that Leona didn't go into detail on because of time. Because I got my family that I be having to get home to, child. Okay, so so I be cutting my live short sometimes. Okay, but yeah, give her a follow. Okay, so the second question was, are we staying above a support level? Yes or no in the chat. I saw some of y'all type yes. Okay. I saw some of y'all type yes. Where everybody else at? Are y'all still with me? Mellow Studio. Welcome in. Happy Tuesday. Tribe said, yes, we are. Yes. You quick to cut us up. Man, listen, my family gonna come first. You know what I'm saying? Y'all my battles. I got y'all. But at the end of the day, my family got to come first. My father's daughter said, not sure. Okay, I got you. All right, so look. So we're going to look at this area right here. Remember how I showed y'all up here? Hold on. Let me move this back down. Remember how I showed y'all up here? How price kept touching, push down, touch, push down, push down, push down, push down, close below, right? So this is 6 weeks in a row. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 6 weeks in a row where price could not close above this area. That was resistance, right? Support is the opposite. It won't close below. It'll push through it, but it'll close above it. Got it? So we have crypto stock markets. Welcome in. Welcome in. Happy Tuesday. There's another one. When he comment, y'all, or whatnot, I'm going to go ahead and pin him too. That's another one. Hey, I was just on his live what was that? What's today? Tuesday? So it was either, were you on Sunday? Not Sunday, Saturday, one of them days. And he was on there going in. I was like, yes. I was sharing that thing so fast, child. Y'all should give him a follow too. Okay? For real, especially if you want to get more in depth with cryptocurrency. He's not into the charts like me, but he does really, really great at breaking crypto down. I'm telling y'all, I loved it. And if you can, if he types in the chat, I would say y'all give him a follow too. Okay? All right, so yes, we are staying above an area of support because look, price came down here. All right, it closed above. Price came down, touched it. Look at that. And touched a little bit and then closed above. Touched again, closed above. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks, 5, 6, 7, 8 weeks, y'all. Price has come into this area and closed above. Okay? We're on BTC, USD, and this is on TradingView, y'all. Okay, I'm on crypto, and I'm using a 1 week time frame. Thank you so very much for the cake slice, crypto babysitting. I appreciate you. All right. So yeah, Kayla, thank you for the follow too. Kenna, thank you for the follow. So yes, we are staying above. So this is one thing that I'm saying yes to. We are absolutely staying above an area of support. Okay. Got it. We went down to 60K and that was our new lower low. but we have not come back down here at all since, what's that? Hold on, let me put it right here. We haven't come back above there, come back down there since the second week, the week of February 2nd. God dog, get it out. I gotta slow myself down. Jesus. All right. So yeah, nah, JJ, I'm not messing with no ZBCN. you gonna keep bringing that up, bro. I'm not doing it. That's not for me. Some stuff just ain't for me. I told y'all I'm blue chip. It needs to have a market cap 10 billion or better for me to even pay attention. If it don't, I'm good on it. Okay, I'm good. All right. Mr. Howard, what's going on? What's going on? Welcome in. Happy Tuesday. So yeah, so we're standing above that support. So yes, absolutely. That's number 2. So the third thing is, do we see higher lows yet? Do we see higher lows? Now, I want y'all to keep in mind, look, just use this as a guide. This is not an end all be all, okay? I'm meaning like price has gone sideways, right? And then we push up a bit and we have a higher low. So this low right here is higher than this low, correct? My bad. This low right here is higher than this low. And right there. Okay, right? All right. So if we know that, we want to see something similar over here. Doesn't have to be exact, y'all. We want to see something similar over here. So do we see a higher low or higher lows in here? Yes or no in the chat? Do we see higher lows in this area? Yes or no in the chat? Tom Chris, thank you so very much for liking the live. I appreciate you. Kelvin, welcome in. Being there in 2026 said yes. Who else with it? Jenny, welcome in. Happy Tuesday. Do we see higher lows yet over here? Higher lows, higher lows, higher lows. Let's go. All right. Ebony said yes. Renee said yes. King Ness, man, what's with the name? Aaron said yes. Lovely Virgo said yes. Left Brain, what's going on? What's going on? Welcome in. All right, cool. So thank you for grabbing that heart. Me too. I appreciate you. So yeah, y'all, we're starting to see that because we had our lower low here, right? Okay. This was a low, didn't go, any lower. Okay. Price has been staying here. Price came down here, correct? It didn't go much lower. All right. So this is the second thing that is confirming, okay, kind of like an early accumulation phase. And that's not to say we are there, okay? But I'm just saying we have 2 out of the 3 that I've gone over so far. All right. The fourth thing that we would need to see, y'all, is Bitcoin needs to smack this 80K. It needs to smack this 80K. Okay? It's got to. It's gotta smack this 80K. Why? Because this was previous support. Okay. And then it's resistance. It don't have to keep going up, y'all. It just needs to come up here and then come back and stay and play around in here. Does that make sense? Because if it come up here and then it come down and just stay playing around in here, but it stays above the 65K, right? It stay above the 65K, then guess what? It's going to make what? Higher lows still, and it's going to continue to move sideways. Got it? So we need to see it smack that 80K. Has it smacked that 80K yet? Yes or no? This 80K right here. That white line that say fourth quarter 2025 low. Has it smacked that 80K yet? Yes or no in the chat? JJ say no. Not yet, Renee. Gotcha. Oh, yeah, Crypto Chick. Thank you for putting that in here. So tomorrow, Crypto Chick, CC is going to be hosting a King's Crypto panel at noon Pacific. That's 3 p.m. for my East Coast folks. So that's 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, y'all. I've been on the women panels, and they have been so much fun. Very, very informative. I say y'all should stop by. Okay, so if you can listen in, put your earbuds in. You know what I'm saying? If you're driving, put it on while you're driving. You ain't got to tap or nothing, but just tune in. If you can tap, show some support, comment, all that good stuff, y'all tune in. You are bound to learn something. All right. Because if she introduced me to some really amazing women, I'm pretty sure I'm going to learn about some guys in crypto that I do not know, that I'm willing to learn from and I want to learn from, because they are dropping some knowledge. So y'all, please come on, jump on in, follow her through here. Okay, don't follow from like going to search for her name, because there's going to be a whole bunch of fake accounts out there, y'all, and they taking people money, and you don't want to be that person to get got unnecessarily. So I'm gonna pin one more time. If y'all want to follow Crypto Chick and you're not following her yet, please do it through the live stream. Don't wait until we're off and then you try to do it, because you're gonna get got. I'm telling you now, they're gonna be DMing you. How is your crypto trading going? How is your crypto going? And then talk about some brand new cryptocurrency that don't exist and asking you for your wallet information and all that nonsense. Y'all don't get out here and let these people take your money that you don't work hard for. Follow these crypto educators from the live stream, okay? Yeah, JJ say they're gonna ask you how much you holding. Where you holding it at? I had some joker ask me, where are you holding your net? Where are you asking? I almost said something, child. I had to catch myself. I was like, why are you asking me this question? I said, man, if you don't get out my DM, and I blocked that joker so fast. How's your trading journey going? Yes, they're gonna ask y'all all kind of questions that has nothing to do with nothing. Please only follow these crypto educators from their live stream. Thank you so very much, CC, for the gifts. I appreciate you. Okay. So right now, y'all, I'm not saying, Leona is not saying that we are not in an accumulation phase full blown. This may be the makings of an accumulation phase, but until I get 4 out of 4, Leona cannot say in good conscience, yes, we are officially in an accumulation phase. Okay? I need to see the higher lows. I need to see price stand above the 65K. I need to see price hit this 80K and then come back and play around in this area between 65K and 80K. I need to see that. Okay? I need to see it continue to move sideways. If it does all of those things, yeah, we're in accumulation, 1,000%. If it don't do that, and then we end up seeing another lower low, y'all, we still in correction. Okay? Now, I'm not telling anyone to buy, not to buy, when to buy, what to buy, because legally I cannot do that. But what Leona is doing, okay? What Leona is doing, this look good to me. Just like I bought back here, even though, you know what I'm saying, my portfolio was down 85%, guess when I started buying? In here. This counter right here. This one that went from 17, what did it say? 17K up to 21. This is the one I was buying in. Okay? Hey. Yes, killing me softly. Right? So guess what? What Leona does is that thing that was mentioned earlier, dollar cost average. Okay? Whatever your budget allows. If it's $25, then dog, $25 a week, $25 every 2 weeks, $25 a month. Do what you do. Okay? If it's $200, $200 a week, $200 every 2 weeks, $200 a month, I don't care. Do what you do as long as your budget can handle it, and your heart can take that amount of money being put into the market. Because I showed y'all how far down it can go, how much price can correct. So it's not me just telling you something. Say, man, let's swap portfolios. Quit playing with me. Wait. You know what to do now. Okay? Yes. Like, don't be over here, grabbing your heart, talking about I'm having heart palpitations and a heart attack and stuff. No, you already know what it can do. So you should be mentally and emotionally prepared. Are you going to be perfect? Absolutely not. Will you have some moments? You will. But you're going to be able to bounce back because you already know what to look for. You know what to expect. Okay? Your pits might sweat a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Just a little bit. But you know what to expect. Okay, so am I, Leona, saying 100% in a accumulation phase? Absolutely not, because it doesn't meet the criteria for me to be in a full-blown accumulation phase. Does it look like it has the makings of one? It looks like it, but it's not confirmed yet to me because it doesn't meet all four criteria. Now, right now, the criteria is still met for the correction phase because we have our lower lows and we have our lower highs. Okay. They said love-hate relationship. Absolutely, Renee. That's right. JJ say you don't lose till you sell. That's, come on now. Tell them again. We're talking about Bitcoin right now. But what I'm sharing as far as the phases in the market, this applies to any tradable market, whether you're in the stock market, whether you're trading precious metals or investing in precious metals, commodities like oil, anything like that. Okay, you're doing futures, cool. This applies to futures. Market structure, these market phases, support, resistance, lower lows and lower highs, and higher lows and higher lows and higher highs. All of that applies to every single tradable market. Options as well. Yes, ma'am. Okay. So right now, what is confirmed is we are still in the correction phase. We have the makings of the accumulation phase, but for what my criteria is that I just shared with you guys, it's not completely there yet. Okay. JJ said it. What goes up must come down. But guess what? What goes down, as long as it's good, it's going to go back up, correct? So this is why this is another way to identify if this is something that you should invest in. Bitcoin has shown you that it can bounce back. Look at this. It went from 15K, y'all. For my people who just joined, it went from 15K-ish all the way up. This is 2020, 2023. Okay, thank you for the TikToks. I appreciate you, CC. It went from 15K-ish. I'm not making it up. I'm showing it to you. It went from 15K-ish back in, what's this? This was the lowest one. So November 2022. So from 2022 to October 2025, so almost 3 years exact, it went from 15K-ish to 126K. Quit playing with me. Bitcoin has already shown you that it can withstand and weather the storm. It can bounce back. It got staying power. Why in the world would you sit here and be like, oh, I don't know if I should invest in it? Oh, no. I mean, it went, now it was 126 and now it's at 71K. Oh, no. Dog, quit playing with me. It's already shown and proved multiple times. So if you're in the stock market, don't you look at the money? Don't you look at the fundamentals? Don't you look at certain things and say, this is a really solid company. The team's solid. The CEO know what they're doing. The products they're producing. They solving problems. They're making stuff better. That's the same type of stuff you should be looking at in crypto too. Why do we do something different in the cryptocurrency market when we're doing this stuff in the stock market? Yeah, I got it. Crypto is a little bit different, but the same rules pretty much apply. You don't want to invest in a cryptocurrency where the team is trash and they got a history of scamming people. Do you? Heck no. You're gonna be like, man, heck no, I ain't put my money into it. Am I lying? If you find out that a cryptocurrency, the creators, the developers of that cryptocurrency have a history of scamming people, they don't work on updating and developing what they're doing to make it better, for it to make sense for the price that you're paying for it. Would you invest in it? Yes or no? You know what I'm saying? Absolutely not. You won't. So why do we come over here and do something different? It's the same thing. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing. Okay? So I got it. It's not exact, but there are similarities between how we invest in the stock market and how we can invest or apply that logic to invest in the cryptocurrency market. Okay, Prison to Blockchain said, hold on, let me pin this. Metallicus has customer service. Okay. JJ said that's why the meme coins. I'm not touching that much. Not touching that much. ZBCN got better. Trust me. Yeah, like I'm not here to tell you right or wrong if you invest in meme coins. Okay. But what I'm telling you is, Leona, don't do it, because I have certain rules that I follow. When I go against my rules, y'all, I lose money. I have learned that as a trader and as an investor. When I go against my rules, I lose money. I lost money in the stock market because I went against my rules when I was looking to invest in something. When I stuck to my rules, made money. Continue to make money. Portfolio still up, even though all of this stuff is down right now. You know what I'm saying? The Prison of Blockchain say, I don't mess with memes either. Come on. I'm not here to knock you if you do. I'm just saying there's some rules that Leon follow. So that's why JJ, talking about ZCBN. Come on, Leon. Nah, they don't follow my rules. You know what I'm saying? I went against my rules in the cryptocurrency market with certain things, lost money. Got my hands spanked. Like that's it. I have to stick to my rules. Ebony asks, how did you come about setting your rules for yourself? Trial and error. I kid you not. So I'll give you an example. In the cryptocurrency market, when I first started learning in 2020 to become an investor, because I got introduced to it back in 2017 to trade it, right? Child, I didn't know what the heck I was doing. I had no clue what the heck I was doing. So needless to say, I was like, I'm done. And I was in the Army too, active duty at the time. So my schedule, I was just like, I ain't got time to be attempting to figure something out. If you're going to teach me what I need to know so that way I can take it and run with it, or I'm just going to sit it down. And I sat it down. Okay. But 2020 is when I started learning about cryptocurrency. Well, unfortunately for me, because I was learning, this was just my way. Every coin that the person was teaching us, like to research and stuff, and the way that he explained it, he was like, man, this is the next thing, blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. So like when JJ was talking about ZCBN and, well, it's early and everything, I got it. Y'all got it. It's not for me. Because when I did that, guess what? I invested. I'm going to tell y'all some of the coins I invested in, right? I invested in, I had Tron. This was I had it back in 2017, but then I bought some more in 2020. Why? You know what I'm saying? I had, what's the one? It was for the metaverse. God dang. Hold up. I used to have it on here. I think I took it out. Dang it. It start with, I'm trying to remember what it's called. Anyway, I had Mana. Yes, thank you. Mana. Had Mana. I didn't sell because I was listening to the people that's been doing it longer than me. They was like, no, you shouldn't sell it. I know it's up, but you should hold it. I should have freaking sold, because I bought it when it was like 30 cents or something. And Mana had went up to like over $1 or whatever. And it was like, no, don't sell it right now. Yada, 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 whatever. Y'all. Such a loss. Such a loss. I don't even know what Mana at no more, because I just took it off. I took it off. Now, good thing is, because I bought it at 30 cents, I exchanged it for another cryptocurrency before it got down. But the point is, when I first started out and I was learning, I was buying all of these cryptocurrencies, not understanding, how they work, what's the purpose of them, and market cap and all this. I didn't understand that stuff yet. So for me, see, JJ said, I never heard of Mana. See what I'm saying? I never heard of ZCBN until you mentioned it, JJ. Because nobody in my circle talks about that. Because majority of us are blue chip investors. You know what I'm saying? Majority of us, we don't do memes. We don't do small cap. Like we large cap for the most part. We might sprinkle here and there air blue moon, but it's not. That's not something we go looking for. You know what I'm saying? So that's part of Leona. That's how I started establishing rules for me. Is it was trial and error. I had to find out what didn't work for me in order for me to say, okay, don't do that again. That's the rule. Stick here. That's waterfalls, right? Please stick to the rivers and the lakes that you used to. That's me. I told y'all I can't sing, so don't judge me. Okay. But seriously, that's how I learned. You know what I'm saying? Because I had to experience those things. And that's the same thing with trading. I had to bump my head. I had to get my head knocked off. I had to get punched in my throat, in my chest. You know what I'm saying? Get the wind knocked out of me, lose some money. Well, thank you very much, JJ. I appreciate you. Right? I had to get trial and error. I know that ain't the answer that people want, but that was one of the things. I learned that investing in certain things are not for me and how I want my portfolio to look and also how I want it to grow. So I ended up condensing my portfolio to where now I only hold about 7 cryptocurrencies, and I don't plan on having more than 10. Like 10 would be my max. I don't want to go more than that. But keeping it 6, 7, that would be 6, 7. If my daughter was here, she would have did it so bad. But somewhere between 6 and 7, I will keep it there. You know what I'm saying? Go DJ, because that's my DJ. Go DJ, because that's my DJ. What's going on? Go DJ Unstoppable. Y'all give him a follow. Give him a follow tomorrow. It's Wednesday. That's ladies' night. You know what I'm saying? And then Fridays, he be going in, be keeping you up all times of night. So if you in your 40s, you one of those elder millennials like myself, you need to make sure that you take a nap. Okay, on Friday, take you a nap. So that way you can be up and enjoy yourself and do some karaoke. Get your hairbrush or whatever that you're gonna use as your microphone. Make sure you have it ready. Handy and dandy. Yes, a nap is absolutely needed. I'm telling you from personal experience. You got me. All right. So that's pretty much it. I have to get ready to go. JJ asked what I got, so I can tell y'all what I got. So what I hold is Bitcoin, of course, Ethereum, XRP. I have HBAR, Cardano, Chainlink, and Algorand. Okay, those are my 7. That's it. That's all. I got rid of, like I told you, I got rid of Mana. I got rid of Tron. I used to have Polkadot. I got rid of that too. Just because, like, it has to be doing something and like on that track. And I got it. There's gonna be somebody like, you got rid of Polkadot. I did, and you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have to hold everything. I used to have Solana. I'm sorry, I got rid of Solana. All them outages, they lost my trust. You know what I'm saying? I got rid of Solana. You can sit here and be like, why did you get so? I told y'all they lost my trust. They had too many outages for me back to back. So until they can go years without an outage, I won't be considering investing again. And listen, if it turns out to replace Ethereum and stuff, whoop-de-doo. I still hold a lot of, my portfolio is more Bitcoin and XRP anyway. All right. So I'm not here to tell you that you're right or wrong for what you hold. I'm just telling you, this is just me. Okay. It's Bitcoin, Renee, Ethereum, XRP, HBAR, Cardano, Chainlink, and Algorand. That's my 7. Punisher, thank you so very much for the follow. That's it. That's all. Okay. Like I said, I dropped them too. Listen, I'm just saying, like, this, you ain't made the cut. You know what I'm saying? Look, you ain't part of my starting 7. I got it, basketball starting 5, but this is my starting 7. You ain't make the cut. You got to go. Okay? Now, if you do something to make me be like, okay, I can trust you again, then yeah, I'll get you back at the right price. But if you don't do certain things, you don't meet a certain criteria, I'm not fooling with you. It's just that simple. I gotta go, y'all. It's 8 o'clock here, and my family is gonna be waiting on me. So look, let me share something with y'all, and then I'll be back on Thursday. Okay, so I'm returning to Thursdays. All right, because I know I've been going live on Fridays for the past few weeks, but I'm returning to Thursdays. So we're gonna get back to our regular schedule. It's just I had to switch up for a little bit to accommodate some things, but we're back to Thursdays. Okay, so we talked about how to identify a bull trap. I will come back on Thursday. We'll wrap up with the breakout, and then we're gonna do one more final check-in to see if we are officially in that accumulation or correction. Okay, so I want to just make sure for my people that have typed in the chat, if you are watching the replay on YouTube because you couldn't stay on TikTok the whole time, and you said, hey, look, I'm new, I really need help, I want to understand, this cryptocurrency market, like, is it the thing for me to do? Is it for me or not? Okay. Y'all, in today's economy, I got it. Prices are much higher. Okay. They're constantly rising. Y'all, freaking, I have not paid $60 for filling up my tank in my car, like, because I got a Benz, right? And I normally pay like $35, $38, somewhere in there, right? Usually. And I put premium in my car, right? I went to fill up last week, $60. I was like, God dang. Now, when I had my Denali, I'm grateful for that $60, child, because if I still had my Denali, I already know they would have been over $100. But anyway, so I got it. Prices are rising. Prices are higher. There's uncertainty everywhere, especially with the war and inflation, job stagnation, all of this stuff. People are looking for ways to grow their money. I got it. But here is the problem, y'all. There are too many people that rush into this market without a plan. I did it. Okay. I didn't have a plan set up per se. I just was going along with what I was taught until I saw this does not work for me. And that's when I created my plan. You know what I'm saying? Jay just said, yep, it takes $30 to $40 in my quota. Come on, man. I'm telling you. And I understand, y'all. I'm here with you. Okay. I may be teaching y'all about this stuff, but that does not exempt me from feeling the effects of, what's going on in the economy. I may not be as vocal about the stuff, but I show sometimes I'll be looking at like groceries. I'll be like, and I get organic fruits and vegetables. I'm like, boy, I can't wait till we move on to our land because, greenhouse, here I come. I'm about to have me a green thumb. You hear me? I am growing everything I possibly can in season because this don't make no sense. Oh, shoot. JJ said, I don't know what they put in the gas now. It's gas. I don't know how true it is. I wish that I had time where I had made it a point to look into it, but they was talking about diluting the gas or whatever, and that's supposed to take effect either sometime soon or whatever. Y'all just be mindful, okay? If they haven't already done it, that's the talks for right now. So yeah. Renee said, don't forget to buy a few goats. Well, my husband already said he's gonna tend to the animals and stuff because I don't eat meat. I'm a pescatarian. So I'm a seafood person and I eat a lot of fruits and vegetables, so not here to knock any of y'all carnivores out here, you meat eaters and everything. Y'all do what y'all do. Okay. Welcome in, Mr. Howard. I saw you. You ain't say nothing. What's going on? Happy Tuesday. Okay. But yeah, so I got it, y'all. I understand. But what we need to do, okay, we need to make sure we have a plan when we're coming into this market. Because if you come into this market and you do not have a plan, that's when you're going to chase those breakouts. You're going to be chasing the run up. You're going to be falling into those bull and bear traps when prices are going up and then it just drop, okay? Or when it break down into that support and then it push up and you thinking it's going to sell some more. So you're going, no, you don't need to lose your confidence in this market. You don't need to sit there and have those heart palpitations and stuff. You don't need to do those things, okay? That's why I created the crypto starter kit, because it doesn't just teach you about crypto, it helps you to understand your financial position. It helps you to set your risk before investing. So when that young lady asked, like, how do I come up with my plan? This is going to help you to identify a plan that's going to work for you. Okay. And it also helps you to build discipline before you put a dime, a penny, a nickel into the market. Okay. If you skip that foundation, you are more likely to react emotionally in the market and lose your money. It's prosperity. So PROSPERITYCALLS. Prosperity Calls on YouTube. That's where you can go to watch the replay of this. Okay. So yeah, Renee said, I feel you. Know me since 2019. Come on, Renee. I love it. I love it. I initially went, I did an alkaline vegan diet, which is super strict, for 90 days first. I did that in 2017. Then I was vegan until I got pregnant. And then after that, I just stayed pescatarian. So I bounced between like vegan and pescatarian, but I didn't want to give up my seafood. So I said, stop torturing yourself and just stay pescatarian. Oh, shoot. Yes. So you are correct, JJ. Research and dollar cost average. Absolutely right. So if you skip this foundation, you're definitely going to lose money. Okay. There's a likelihood of a high probability that you're going to lose money, and it's going to be unnecessary, y'all. So you know, that's why I if you haven't downloaded that crypto starter kit yet, I highly suggest that you do it. It's totally free. You know, that's where I live now, Renee. I'm in Louisiana, South Louisiana, across the water from New Orleans. So yeah, and y'all can tell I'm not from Louisiana. I'm from Tennessee. So I don't have a Louisiana accent. I'm from the South, but I ain't from Louisiana. So yeah. So if you want to, you can download that crypto starter kit, y'all. It's totally free. It's in the link in my bio for y'all on TikTok. It's in the description box on YouTube. Okay. The biggest takeaway for all of this, what I hope you would get from this, is that what I shared so far is not every breakout is going to be the one. Okay. It's not going to continue. There are some that will, there are a lot that won't. Okay. Confirmation matters more than speed. This is why I said there's a criteria that I look for, just even with the accumulation phase, with the not the continuation, Jesus, with the correction phase. There are certain criteria that it needs to meet to tell me, yes, it is still a correction phase, or yes, we are officially in the accumulation phase. Okay. The goal is simple for every single one of us, is to minimize that reacting early. Definitely don't chase emotion. Okay. Don't react in this market with emotion. Wait for confirmation. Okay. So I have to go, y'all, because I know my family is waiting on me. I appreciate y'all. If you enjoyed yourself tonight, let me know in the chat, or if you're watching a replay, let me know you enjoyed yourself. If you learned something new, let me know in the chat, or if you're watching the replay on YouTube, you can let me know in the comments. Okay. All right. I appreciate y'all. Thank you so very much for the likes, for the taps, for the thumbs up, for the shares, for the reposts, for the engagement. Y'all made it a really good session for me. I had fun. Hopefully you did too. Thank you so very much. All right. Y'all have a good one. I will be back on Thursday. Okay. Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central, 4 p.m. Pacific. Okay. We will be continuing this with identifying breakouts. All right. And then moving on to the next part pertaining to us being able to identify the market structure, market phases, all of that stuff, to put it all together, to wrap it up before we move on. All right. So that's it. That's all. I'm going to leave y'all my favorite quote, and that's from the legend. His name is Arthur Ashe, and he said, to start where you are, use what you have, do what you can. If you're not sleeping, you got me. All right. I'll see you on Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central. Y'all have a good night. I'll see y'all then. Bye.